Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an FV215b. No, it's not the Death Star. This one is the heavy tank, the Tier 10 British heavy tank, located on the south spawn of Serene Coast and under the command of FiliPer1n0. Now he's got 2 marks of excellence on that 120mm barrel and he's ready to go, but he's only loaded premium ammo, APCR, 400 alpha, penetration of 326mm. Now this is actually a tank that was withdrawn from the tech tree, and you are now able to get it for bonds. It's actually quite a decent tank. In fact, a lot of players who've told me that they actually rather like this tank because it's like an upgraded version of a Conqueror with a rear mounted turret. The only problem is it's got a fairly weak lower plate, but it has a great DPM from that 120mm gun. And, well, the shortage of ammo is a bit of a problem. Oh, don't go for the gap. Saw somebody fall into that once. Yep. And, well, it's a decent tank. Now, I don't know why he fired that first round. Bit of a snapshot, but, don't know what he was firing at. Anyway. You only get 35 rounds of ammo. Oh, Arty's set low. 376 hit points from a Conqueror gun carriage. Yeah, that is a very, very near miss. He's still stunned. You do get stunned an awful lot from my Conqueror gun carriage. Ah, it was the Manticore that he was firing at. And he puts around for 156 into him, which is not a very high roll, but it is a hit. Now, 60 TP, could only see the top of the turret. Now, the trick with this one, of course, is to hide the lower plate and side scrape like mad, because your DPM, your tough turret, they should be the things that actually play for you. Okay, we've got a 705A and an FV215b 183. That's the Death Star. Oh, takes a big hit from the 705 for 563 hit points. Yeah, that's cost him. You only get 2,500 hit points, so you can't take many of those before you're out the game. So he's decided he's going to pull back a bit and try and snipe at that 705A where he can side scrape. But we can see now that the shell that hit him went right through the roof, and it was a heat round. And it was a very narrow part that it actually hit. Now, passes a shell back to the 60 TP for 315. Remember, 400 alpha, so that's a low roll. Puts one into the Cranvarn. In fact, that was 378 he managed to get there, and he got a fire, I think, as well as... No, it wasn't a fire, it was some assistance. Okay. And that one was into the hull of the Cranvarn. That's a high roll for 449, but he's taking shots from that Manticore, who's a bit peeved. Yep, he's obviously very upset that he got hit earlier. Okay, goes for the body of the Cranvarn again, but doesn't get it this time. That Manticore's still over there. It looks like he's trying to find a position. Oh, lovely shot on the move. 427 high roll. Goes for the body of the 60 TP, gets it. 401 high roll again. That 60 TP's looking at him. 347. At least I think he's looking at him. He might be looking at the IS-7. It's one through the turret for 395 low roll. Can he get the kill shots? Yes. 277 darts through, trying to go after our IS-7. Got 705, put a round through him. That's quite nice, because after all he put one into us. Go for the engine bay. Yep, timed it perfectly to hit the engine bay for 426, and he tracked the guy as well at the same time. Tried to do the same again. He only hit the tracks this time, but he didn't track the guy altogether. Okay, there's the Death Star. Puts a round into him and tracks him in place. Now, where's that 705? Well, the 705 was killed. Okay, so what's next? Well, he's decided to come down now. Go after the 277 directly. Remember, that's a 13cm gun facing us. Oh, yes! So he's got the 277. The team have only got one enemy remaining. It's Death Star. Oh, he took a 183mm round, lost his driver, and ouch, slid down that slope. And that was it, because they killed the Death Star immediately afterwards, so he didn't get to fire another shot. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And here's the end of battle stats, and that game was the third mark of excellence game for FiliPer1n0 in the FV215b. He only got a first class tanker, but he did more than enough damage to click it over the edge, and it's now at 95% or above, and he's got his third mark. He got a Hand of God in that battle, having survived the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies, a bruise the middle for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He did more than that, but he didn't get any other medals, I'm afraid. We'll have a look at that in a second. Well, we look at the team score, we can see, well, he should have got the high caliber. I'm not sure why he didn't get it there. It might be that one of his shells connected with one of his teammates, and that disqualified him, or he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool in total. I'm not sure which is which there, but I'll look back at the replay later on to see which one it was. 5,485 hit points is the highest damage in the game. The next highest scorer being the STB1 with 3,668, and then 60TP Lewandowski Go with 3,629. When it came to kills, it was the Gorilla15 who did the best with 4 kills alongside the 60TP. And when it came to kills, he only got 2, unfortunately, in this one. But when it came to base XP, it was FiliPer1n0 with 1,036, then the STB1 with 1,009, and those are the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000, with the 60TP getting 991. So very, very close, but not close enough. He fired 19 rounds in that game, got 17 direct hits, 14 penetrations, 1 splash, damage of 5,485 hit points, of which 583 were at more than 300 meters. He received 4 hits during that game. 2 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetrations, and we saw that the 705 hit him, quite a big hit, and the Manticore was the other one who actually managed to get a pen on him. 2 hits by way of splash damage as well. Yeah, that was the last shot of the game. The Death Star fired an HE round. Well, it was a Hesh round into him, but that's why it did so much damage. 440 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 618 hit points of damage resistance. He earned 51,842 credits on a premium count, and 27,606 from personal missions payout, but after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, considering he fired a lot of premium ammo, in fact he only had premium ammo, he actually ended up with a loss of 36,223 credits. But he won't worry about that at all, because he can easily make that back, no problem whatsoever. 1,036 XP, 78 for this being a premium vehicle. Yes, I'm afraid because it's one of these vehicles that you actually buy using bonds, and it was the ones that was taken out of the tech tree and put into the collection. You don't earn a lot of extra XP as you would from a tank that you actually do purchase with real money. 1,632 experience points altogether from this game, but the one good thing is that FiliPer1n0 has got his 3rd mark on the barrel, and he won't have to worry about that being taken away from him, because they never take away a 3rd mark once it's on there. But the FV215b, yes, I think it is one of those tanks which is in the collection, which really should be in your garage, because it's actually quite a fun tank. But for the fact that weak lower plates and the fact that you don't get a huge amount of ammunition to play with, you can see that FiliPer1n0 managed to play that battle without running short of ammo, but he did have to play it using premium ammo throughout, because otherwise he just wouldn't have got the same results otherwise. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the YouTube algorithm, and thank you for watching.